Hello and welcome to YASSERTV. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Salty Wesley as well. I'm saying, don't start the stream on the self, you know what I'm saying? On the disrespect, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't starting the stream like that, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up to everyone in the building. Big up to you, Wesley, as well. Even though you're always hating for no reason. Do you know what I'm saying? Always hating. Um, but yeah, man. It's the football, obviously the football chat. So we got some news as well, some transfer news. Um, and yeah, man, we'll get into it, man. It's not on a gang press thing, blood. You can't gang press me, bro. I swear down, you know. I can't lie, Wesley, bro. One time you're gonna join this stream, you're gonna be banned, fam. If you catch me on the wrong day, you're just gonna be on the hiding. You're gonna be hidden for some reason. I don't know why, but here's what it is, innit? Big up your S as well, my guy. Um, you know what? Let's just get into it, innit? Obviously, yesterday on the stream, we found out. Let me put the second monitor. There you go, mandem. Obviously, we found out that Villa made a call for Nkunku. Jackson deal's difficult for them at the moment. Listen, I reckon even if they get both, even if they end up getting both, it's good for them, innit? If they play Nkunku on the second striker thing or whatever, no problem, innit? I don't really doesn't necessarily bother me, innit? I keep hearing that there's potential things that that's how we say thanks to the man I'm in the audience. We're outside, brother. Oh my days. But listen, yeah, bro, I'm not really this looks like it's gonna just go on till deadline day, innit? So for me with this specific situation, especially Nkunku, we know that he wants out. Jackson, we know that it looks like they will see what's gonna happen and they will move him on. So for me, I'm not necessarily that bothered about the Nkunku news, innit? Like obviously, you want them to move on as soon as possible as Chelsea fans, innit? Because you wanna be able to sell them and obviously bring in the other players that we're looking at, innit? But right now, yeah, for me, it's more. I'm thinking, you know what? Even I think that he wants to go back to the Bundesliga. Obviously, he was still linked to Leipzig, so we'll just see what happens over there, innit? Because for me, yeah, man, I think his time out here is it's just over, innit? I just hope Garnacho don't come. Listen, you know I'm one of you, innit? When it comes to that, bro, we're on the same page on that one, but we don't know yet, man. We don't know. I said I'd rather keep Jackson than get Garnacho anyway, but. Listen, it just depends, innit? That's what it looks like. It just looks like it depends what happens, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, let's see. We'll go over the price things, but I don't think there's anything else. Obviously, this guy has to keep talking about Garnacho 24/7, 24/7. That's his thing. I don't know what's going on with him. Garnacho, he signed a new contract. You know how this guy does it as well. Oh my days, he's so annoying nowadays. Him and Javi Simmons are waiting for Chelsea. Apparently, I've already read somewhere that Javi Simmons has agreed everything, contract to like 2031. All that's kind of sorted. He's just waiting to go in it. Like that's basically it. I'll show you the other one. Kanu Chukwuemeka, obviously we found that he's waiting for permission to travel to Dortmund. And now it says, then obviously updated it saying Chukwuemeka said to join Dortmund permanently for excess of 20 million. And also Mino will leave Chelsea on loan, and I think I got it here somewhere. We got the here we go for Anselmino. 7 a.m. You know, almost 7 a.m. Look, he I want him to get more minutes, innit? You know what I'm saying? I want him to get some minutes, bro. So start doing Strasbourg. Watch on. Well, if I have time, I'll try. But a lot of the times, bro, I'm at work, and then as soon as I get home, I try to do a stream. It depends on when the game is, innit? If the game's there and I got time, I'll try, innit? Otherwise, my guy, what's his name, man? Strasbourg Steve does it all the time. So obviously, if you know about Strasbourg Steve, he watches all the other games and all the other leagues and Dutch league. I've seen him watch French league. So if I'm not live and I'm not watching it, go to the Mandem, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Go to the Mandem and see what they see. I'm pretty sure he usually watches it all the time anyway. And we also got it from Fabrizio about the Nkunku thing. I think that's what we saw yesterday, innit? And they said that Villa made contact for Nkunku as option for the final week of the transfer window. It will be that a lot of our transfers, a lot of our business will be done on a last minute thing from what I'm seeing, innit? Even that, yeah, well, I'm not sure that we have this other source now. Yeah, I don't even know what his name is again. I need to see if I can find it. Yeah, he keeps saying, "Listen, watch out for Chelsea in the last couple of days. Watch out for Chelsea in the last couple of days." So it does look like a lot of the business that we're gonna do is gonna be last minute. And yeah, man, as long as it doesn't affect the targets that we're trying to go for, which it kind of is doing, because obviously with the whole UEFA rules thing, we have to make sure that we do get, the players that we want to get in, but we need to get these players out. So, yeah, man, I think, yeah, we need to make sure we get rid of these, man. We need to get rid of these, man. Another guy who obviously is linked for a move is Mr. Tyreek George. Do you know what I'm saying? Roma asked about his conditions. After obviously they put initial contact in July. He's one of the options at left wing if Sancho keeps not opening the door to the move. Now I'm gonna speak about the whole Sancho not opening door to the move or rejecting them at some point. I thought my devices were on the fritz. Too much FaceTime voice thing on the whisper motion. No, what is it too low? Is it too low? I don't know, because if there is an echo or something, let me know in it. I'll try to sort that. Low? Is it too low? Do you know what I'm saying? Roma asked about his. Nah, it looks sounds alright, blood. Man, I hating, fam. Again, Wesley, bro. Don't violate, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? He's violating Wesley, bro. No, I think the window's open and the neighbor's kids. You hearing the neighbor's kids? If you can hear other noises, that's something else, isn't it? That's not actually. I'll put the what's it called? I'll put the gain down on the mic so you don't end up hearing some of these people. Now let's do this then. Yeah, because obviously with Sancho, he's kind of. I think I remember hearing that he rejected the move to Roma, so they're obviously gonna keep looking at different options, isn't it? Specifically when it comes to left winger positions and that. And I don't. I've seen a fee, but I can't see a fee. I think it's something. I think it said something about 15 million. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh my days, bro. Yeah, this is crazy. But yeah, going back on this. 1 second, let me check this real quick. Make sure you hit the likes as well, people. Don't be greedy, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? The likes is free. First thing you do when you comment, hit the like button. Do you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. There's 7 people in the building. There's only 2 likes. Can't be greedy like that. But I don't know what the lights playing thing is, bro. What is it? It sounds familiar, but I can't. Oh, okay. I hear it. The Amsterdam thing. Okay. I get it now. I get it. I didn't air it. It didn't click. Apologies, apologies. Uh, pa- 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 pa. One sec, I'm just sorting something out real quick, and I'll be back. Pa- 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 pa. Okay, okay, okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Brother, you aired the loud. Okay, why do Chelsea man chat so much to us on the Arsenal? Jimmy was violated on never a foul, wishing injury on Max Dowman, the generational talent for England. I mean, I don't know what you think, and I don't know if you think that, I don't know if you think that I'm Jimmy. Do I look like Jimmy? I'm saying, uh, listen, what Jimmy says, that doesn't mean I said what Jimmy says, innit? Or that I don't necessarily agree on the injuries thing. I've never wished injuries on any player. I kicked ball when I was younger, so I know what it takes to play football. Do you know what I'm saying? I know what it feels like to get injured. So I'm not saying Jimmy hasn't. Jimmy's my guy, bro. But if that's his opinion or if that's what he wants to do, then that's what he wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Take it on with Jimmy, bro. Don't take it on with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a Chelsea thing, bro. Because this is the thing, yeah. You man don't like when we generalize the Arsenal fan base, but when all of a sudden you man wanna, do you know what I'm saying? Um, do you know what I'm saying? You don't want us to generalize the Arsenal fan base, but when you like guys do the same thing by generalizing the Chelsea fan base, bro. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be honest with what you're saying, innit? So do I look like someone who's ever wished injuries on a player? No. Do you get me? The problem is with Arsenal fans, you lot don't learn, innit? So even if you do, you overgas things, and then when it doesn't work out, you wanna act like it never happened. Do you know what I'm saying? You man overgas Martinelli, but now no one wants him. Do you know what I mean? So man are saying they want Madueke to start ahead of him, the guy that they didn't like in the first place, that they didn't want at the club. Now they want him to start ahead of Martinelli. Yeah, same. But look, Wesley, I hear it, innit? When we see good talent, I like what I've seen from Dalman, innit? Do I necessarily rate him as high as Arsenal fans do when I watch him? No, but he stands out and he's different. Like he's different, innit? From what you have on the pitch. The closest player you have on the pitch is closest player you have on the pitch is Ethan. That has that natural ability and all that. Like it's him, innit? So not everyone, not a lot of other players that you have are on that level. But cool, and it is what it is. But I would never do that, and I would never do the whole wishing the injuries thing. Do you get me? But you know where rival fans sometimes do that thing when they wish injuries on players, and it is wrong, and it. But when people see Arsenal fans do it, innit? Because I've seen Arsenal fans on Twitter do it where they're like, I hope Esteban gets injured, da 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 da. So a lot of the times it's just getting back in it. But it's just You know what I'm saying? I don't look into any of that, in my opinion, bro. I don't look into it. And when people usually wish injuries on others, I just ignore it, innit? Because it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, innit? Either way. No, but you, Chelsea man, moving some mad motion. It's him and Joey on some hive mind. Okay, listen, we're not gonna do the whole nonce thing. Listen, Wesley, don't do certain things we don't do or say about others, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? He's a secret Chelsea fan. Smash the likes. Big up to you. Dalman hasn't been clamped by Caicedo. Both Saka is injured thanks to Arteta. Listen, I've been saying that he can get injured, and that's not me saying that Saka can get injured has nothing to do with me wanting him to get injured, and it has nothing to do with him celebrating him being injured. For me, when I used to tell people that he can get injured again, as in it's very likely, or you might not see the level, Saka's level that he's always shown, is because of his playing style and what these injuries usually do to players that have his playing style. Saka relies on the burst of pace. That's what he relies on. That's the whole thing in the game. His first few yards when he gets away from you, the burst of pace, that's what he relies on. Do you get it? So, yeah, exactly, Wesley. That's what that's what I've been saying. That's the only thing I said. I never wished an injury on him, and I never said that, whatever, innit? But I've kept hearing people say we don't want this player to cover him. We don't want this player to do this. We don't want this player to do that. Bro, that's not how it works, man. You can't rush a player back with that. Even S can tell you in the chat. We watch Reece James. We watch KDB in recent times. You get me? And they never look the same. KDB wasn't quick, but he used to get away from players in that quick burst of pace that he had. And then he could strike the ball so well, he knew he gets away with you first, and then he just crosses the ball into space, innit? But you can't say the same. You can't say the same about these other teams and things that you see, innit? So it doesn't make sense to me, bro. And I've been saying Arteta's made him injury prone, innit? But people just don't want to hear it because they love him. They don't want to hear it because they love him, bro. I've seen it, and if you realize, Wesley, yeah, it's when you realize that he is one of the first few times really seen himself, he actually push himself or actually try to run like he used to, and he doesn't look, he looked injured. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, nah. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I said. Of course, we knew we got rushed back against Real Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? We knew we got rushed back against Real Madrid. Big up to JJ as well, man. Big up. So we know that he got rushed back. And I was talking about being overcompensating with other legs. People said that when you get injured and you get the surgery, apparently your hamstring grows back stronger. That's what Arsenal fans were telling us. And I was like, no, bro. It's obviously going to be weaker because you're not using it as much. And then when you're training, you strengthen it. Do you get it? So that those are the things that we as rivals have heard when we've voiced our concern or potential concern about what Arsenal can do, and that being one of the reasons. If he's one of your main outlets and someone that can score you the goals, you obviously don't want the things that you're seeing. So listen, we'll see though. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we'll see what happens. What else did I want? Let's see what the other news is, innit? We started talking about Arsenal too quick. Man said in spells. Bro, you kill me, I swear that. Wesley, you know what I'm saying? You're the only person that's ever come on here just tested my patience 24/7, bro. I can't lie. You just come on here and you just test my patience 24/7, bro. Yeah, and both Saka is a mad name. I don't know why I kept that on the screen, but yeah. Big up to Cole Palmer as well. The man's name's Cole Palmer, you know. Yeah, let's reset this. Cucurella. Obviously, we found out Cucurella, I think last 2 weeks ago when I used to do the transfer shows. Obviously, we found out that he's gonna get his contract extension. We didn't get that much information about it, but obviously now he said that it's true, is done, and I'm very happy the club gave me the confidence. I'm very happy to be here. Hopefully, I will have a great year. That's good to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm also happy that this season we've actually bought a backup, someone that can play in his position in Gerald Hato, innit? So, you know, he can finally start resting, because one of our concerns has always been that if he gets injured, what we're going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though I done the transfer show last time, what you saw last time was we obviously sold Vega, Renato Vega, to Villarreal, and he was the guy that was supposed to replace him in the first place. So yeah, big up to BBK Sports, the tax man here. That's what you saying, man. The tax man, bro. Listen, listen. I got my money. You paid your tax, and I moved on. I never mentioned anything normal. I don't do the tax man thing normal. Do you know what I'm saying? By the way, when Havertz got injured, yeah, it was the Arsenal fans that were talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? It was the Arsenal game. You know what I'm saying? When Havertz got injured is when the Arsenal fans started talking about, we're gonna get Jackson, we're gonna get this. I never mentioned anything, and I didn't tell you lot. So it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Big sure you subscribe to BBK Sports, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Great channel over there. The Arsenal game, you best stream that watch channel. When's the Arsenal game? Let me see. When's the Arsenal game? When is the Arsenal game? Chelsea fixtures. 29th November. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why I won't be able to watch that. It doesn't say what day, it just says 29th November. Listen, either way, if I'm here, I'm going to do a watch along, and it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I only don't do watch alongs when something comes up, or if I know I'm not going to be able to be here all the time, but you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Oh, listen, United game will do a watch along. You know what I'm saying? All the big games, I'm definitely going to do a watch along. But when it comes to other, it just depends, because a lot of times if I have to go and come back, I can't, I can't just leave the watch along and leave, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave people in the chat while I have to go, innit? So that's just one of the only things. If I know I'm going to be home, I'll do a watch along. Same way I done a watch along with my brother the other day for the United Arsenal game. We'll do one, innit? Yeah, so obviously Cucurella, big up to Wavy, my brother, man. I hope you're doing well. What else did I want to speak about? Yeah, I've spoken about the Tyreek George thing. Do you know what I'm saying? He looks like he could potentially be on his way out. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's quickly talk about a little bit about it's not really the game on Sunday, because I've seen a lot of people talk about the lap, yeah, and his performance. You're stuck with the taxman moniker. We knew he wasn't gonna make it here though. Yeah, some of us knew, innit? Like, it's either a pure profit thing, or if we do end up getting better players, do you know what I'm saying? He might be on the move out. And I think I've seen some clips of him saying, maybe in the future I might go, whatever it was. So listen, it's always happening, innit? So once you accept it, you're cool with it. Do you know what I'm saying? As long as the player isn't like, unless we don't like come up with a player that's like Estaval, do you get it? And then they try to move him on. That's when you get a bit annoyed, because you're like, nah, that's a good player. There's no need to get rid of him, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So what if it's pure profit? That you can bolster within, because you'll end up buying a player for that amount from outside instead of just having him in your own place. So I hear that as well. Yeah, so going back quickly to the Delap thing, yeah. Everyone that's watched Delap in our game knows that one of the reasons I wanted Delap was because I wanted a striker that could also either facilitate or bring other players into the game when we're playing. And it's not just someone useless up front. I didn't want someone useless up front that can bag goals, but if he doesn't bag goals, he's just standing there, you know what I'm saying, eating space and eating grass, whatever you want to call it, bro, mowing grass, sitting at the front doing nothing. That's always been my thing, innit? Because if he doesn't score, if he doesn't assist, as long as he keeps the play going, do you know what I'm saying? At least he's done something, innit? I'm not doing the whole work rate thing, but he's providing something to us footballing wise, innit? And it's keeping our system or our play ticking, which is important. And he saw that with the hold up play when he held up the ball and Esteval was able to get the ball and make his run and assist. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's not just about, when you start looking around in the league, a lot of these strikers just got this trampoline foot, and every time they tackle, like even Yakuub yesterday when he got the ball at left wing, bro. When he scored, bro, he looked clunky, bro. He looked like he was chasing his touch. Every time he touched it, he was going left to touch it to get it back again. Do you know what I mean? And we've seen him in the United game. If he doesn't get the ball in a specific way, then he's not really providing anything. And that's what I personally didn't want in my striker. Now, we've been blessed that we've ended up buying João Pedro, and he's playing the way he is playing, which is, yes, taking the pressure off the lap, but also hasn't really given him like an out-and-out 9 position where he's the main man playing and we're playing through him the whole time and that. So I wouldn't say he had a stinker. Would I say he had a great game? No. I just think he was in between. He done a good job. We won the game, which is usually the most important thing. And he didn't really play badly. Do you get it? And it actually showed us that we can play 2 strikers or our 2 players, or in terms of Delap and João Pedro, and still actually, do you know what I'm saying? And actually, we still win. That gave us a thing where if we need to ever play 2 strikers, we know we can do that. Do you know what I'm saying? This whole thing, I know if I've seen people say, he's rubbish. Bro, I don't care about no 6.8 rating on thingy, bro. I told man before, yeah, I watch football with my eyes. I don't watch football on a calculator. I don't watch football, I don't know, on StatMuse and all these weird football, whatever those apps are, yeah. I don't watch it on that. That can give you, I use that to give me an idea to see whether it backs what I've seen. But I don't necessarily use it, you know what I'm saying, to tell me that. Do you know what I'm saying? That it's one of those things. So it doesn't make sense to me at all, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I consider us lucky in terms of we've managed to get 2 players that play up front for 80 million, bro. I'm not really the accountant type of guy, but you get the point, innit? Where we've paid 80 million and bought 2 class players that can play up front. Do you know, where instead of spending 60, 80, 90 million on one guy, and if he's not there, we have to revert to playing what we did last season. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. 100% wavy nudge, man. All that chat. Listen, Wesley, thank you. Listen, big up to S and whatever, JJ. Just take man's attention away from us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, we'll just talk about while you man are arguing in the chat. But, yeah, so with him, listen, of course I want to see him back goals. Did I want him to score more? Like, I wanted him to get a goal as well. But it looks like it just didn't happen for him, but he was class in the game. Do you know what I mean? But now, because everyone's wishing this 007 on others and whatever, it's the same on you. All these, even our fans, I hope, praying our player gets a goal, because then they don't get embarrassed in front of rival fans. Bro, listen, everyone does live in their own pace, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? There's people in the chat that are probably more successful than me. There's people, I might be more successful than you. I might be older than you and less successful. Everyone does things their own way. The lap might start a bit rusty, but he's shown us that he has a good first touch. Yeah, he has a good first touch. He can strike the ball with both feet. He showed us the goal he scored in pre-season against, was it AC Milan or Leverkusen? At least I don't care. Either way, he backed a really good goal, which we haven't seen from Jackson in ages, bro. We ain't seen someone back like that in ages. First time. Do you know what I'm saying? That when he took that penalty as well, confidence. You know what I'm saying? Different to what we usually used to with Palmer, where he's confident, but he doesn't necessarily, he doesn't just hit it bottom corner. He just takes his time slowly, confident chip or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He does his thing. So it's nice to see that we have Delap, who's basically a Jackson. He does everything Jackson does, and he's a striker. Do you know what I'm saying? And he has the strength and everything, and what he was doing in that game, he kept occupying the centre backs, while João Pedro was going from left to right. When he was floating and playing on the left, or floating and playing on the right, he kept occupying those positions. So it was important to us what he was doing. Do you know what I mean? And those are things that people don't understand. So yeah, apparently this is something that they posted. I don't know. He made 100 appearances. Xavi Simons liked it. I'm not really the guy that I'm not really one of them guys that says, oh, could someone like something on Twitter or on Instagram? Do you know what I mean? So I don't care. West Ham 5-1 possession, XG shots. We had similar shots. Yeah. We heard about the Cole Palmer thing as well. Cole Palmer, from what we heard, is that he was not 100% against Palace. He still obviously played. This is what it says here. Maresca's Cole played against Palace, not 100%. He made a big effort for the club and fans in that game. It's his right groin. Obviously, he felt something in the warm up. So yeah, it says, look, Maresca called him for 100% over the last days. He felt something, so we decided not to risk it. We'll see if it's something important or not. On Estevao, he said we conceded the goal because he lost the ball in the build-up, but he need these mistakes to learn. Overall, he impressed. I'm happy with the fact that Maresca also rates Estevao, and the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of the times you can bring a player and the manager's not really keen on him, if that makes sense. So a lot of the times it might be a thing where the manager looks at it and think, listen, as much as you might rate him, he doesn't suit my system, or I don't want to play him. I like to see that he rates him, and he also brought him on because he could have easily just moved Neto to the right and played Gittins on the left and made Estevao hold bench to say, you know what, I'll just bring him on mid-game. He's actually given him his start and then also brought him on. So his start and also played. Now, one thing I also want to mention, yeah, which has kind of started to annoy me, and I know the other Chelsea fans in the chat would probably hear the same, yeah. I seen 2 tweets last night or yesterday about Reece James, innit? So I've started hearing Arsenal fans talking about Timber's the best right back in the league or in the world. See, I'm Dutch, innit? And I highly rate Timber. But I've always said Reece James is the best right back in the league. And then after him, it's Timber. Even though we have a small sample size when it comes to Timber, he's been injured for a year with his ACL. And he's come back and he showed level. I knew about Timber before that. But I've always rated Timber, bro. But we're not about to do this thing to say Timber's better than Reece James. All because he's injury prone. He's not played. We can bring up how many games he's played right now. I don't know what man uses. Transfer mark. We'll do it right now. I'm not one of them guys that wants to do the whole stat thing, but okay, we'll do it, innit? Because I'm not gonna do it for, what's it called? I'm not gonna do it to transfer history. There's none. I'm looking at his stats. Bring me his stats. Do you think, bro? I think he's the second best right back in the league after Reece James in the league. Yeah, I still think for me Reece James is the best right back if you watch him. Yeah, but then you can put a lot of other people close to him, like people like Hakimi, like them man. Obviously are very close. I'm not disrespecting them by saying that, innit? You can I don't think with Reece James, yeah, we had the arguments with what's those people's names again, with like the Liverpool fans, innit? About um we had those arguments with him about with Trent, but they themselves knew, because the reason I rated him highly with Trent, I said, look, his attacking wise, we can all say cool, you know what I'm saying? His delivery is great. Do you get me? But when it comes to defending, he's not that good. Right? So I'm looking at it, I'm putting it on a scale now, yeah, and I'm saying, all right, he's not good at defending, but he's good at attacking. So that's a bit lopsided. If I ever have to put it like that. And then you put it the other way and say, um and say you put it the other way, yeah, and you say something like a Reece James was almost very close on very, very close to Trent when it comes to attacking, but he's way better defensively and can play midfield. In terms of, you can put him in midfield and he can do a job in midfield. I'm not talking about inverting, yeah, because Reece James can invert, actually playing in midfield. Yeah, so I feel like he's a better player, even at right back. Simple. Now, can Timber invert? Yes. Can Timber play midfield? Potentially. Even though he has a twin that plays in DM, that's a different story. But you get the point. I rate Timber highly. So I'm not, when I say that, I just don't think, well, as soon as Trent ended up leaving these, man, and if you remember, remember the guys, remember the guy who was, they pulled his trousers down when Liverpool scored or something, yeah, remember that? So with him, yeah, that's what Trent done to the Liverpool fans. And then they started turning around and saying, listen, Reece James was better than you all along. They only did it because to defend to defend Trent, because he was their player. They never really, they just can't, it's similar to Arsenal fans. They can't fathom a rival player being better than their players. They have to find ways to say he's better than him. Trent spams the crosses. Reece James doesn't spam crosses. He doesn't spam crosses. He can cross, and we've seen it against United last season. We've seen it all the time. I think someone said, do you see the ball to Estaval? Like I'm saying to you, it all the time, his delivery is sick. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is where things can go left, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? What? Because he scored goals all of a sudden, he's better. They're doing the same thing that they're doing with Rice. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though Timber does actually deserve the credit for how he plays and how good he is. But what? Because he scored 2 goals from corners, all of a sudden he's better than the best right back in the league. This is when things are a bit shaky, innit, on that aspect. This is where things are a bit shaky. Yeah, I know Ahmed. If you might remember, he was on the channel. I know Ahmed. Fellaini from Wish. Yeah, that's my guy. Okay, he's taken that one too far, and he's probably done that one to rattle, you know, to rattle the Arsenal fans. You know what I'm saying? Because he hates the Arsenal fans, so he's probably done it to rattle you, man. But because he actually has like good ball knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Ahmed actually has good ball knowledge, but he likes to do this thing where he finds ways to rattle Arsenal fans, innit? That's why he's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's my guy. I remember when he was telling everyone Declan Rice ain't good, and everyone was losing their head. Hamstring injury for Saka, shoulder injury for Odegaard. I think without people thinking I'm like celebrating the thing, I've already told you, man, I don't do any of that rubbish. Having Odegaard out is a blessing in disguise, because that's the only way he doesn't play in it if he's injured. Because if you man really want to, you Arsenal fans in the chat can tell me, do you want to see Odegaard start against Liverpool, or would you rather start Eze? That's my question to you guys. I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see Eze start. Exactly. Everton back. Yeah. Yeah, Odegaard's injured apparently his shoulder. But I'm saying no, he's injured. But I'm saying you if you're playing Liverpool, would you rather start Odegaard or Eze or Ethan? Um, did you see the Sarsi leak in the bomb squad? Yeah. It looks like the gulag, bro. It looks like the gulag in Call of Duty, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just there chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, man. You either ball out or you're in the bomb squad. Did anyone else say when do you play? Arsenal, 29th of November? I just put it up earlier and then never. 29th of November at home. 3 o'clock game. Is it? I'm not watching the game because obviously I'm live and I could have put the game on, but I don't know why I never thought of that. Because obviously it's a transfer thing. I'm not doing a watch along. And it's like a short live, innit? Because I got somewhere. I need to go somewhere, innit? But quickly. '25, 26. Nah. What, bro? Where's the 24, 25 season? That's it. Reece James has what? 19 appearances. Last season he had 19 appearances in the league. 1 goal, 1 assist, I'm assuming. Came off the bench. Yeah, he got substituted on 7 times. 1 yellow card. And what is this? Minutes played. He's played 1,063 minutes. So I don't know. Yeah, this is what I was gonna ask you, man, about. I forgot the guy's name. Aaron Ramiro. That's it. This guy, I don't know when he became an insider, but listen, we're gonna act like. Yeah. Let me put on the second screen. Big up to Joey, man. Big up to WabbSports. Joey, make sure you're subscribing to him. Anyone in the chat who hasn't yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe to Joey. Do you know what I'm saying? Just search WabbSports, it will come up. Subscribe to the guy in it. Tell JJ if Chelsea can win the league this season. Yeah, Chelsea can win the league this season, bro. What? See, this is what I was saying. He kept tweeting this thing saying, "Oh, Chelsea gonna do a frenzy. You're gonna unleash a frenzy." I know that we might do something, but do you know what I'm saying? It's wild. Anyway, exclusive negotiations between Chelsea and Manchester United are advancing following a meeting in the last 48 hours. An agreement for the transfer of Alejandro Garnacho expected to be finalized with package valued at approximately 40 million. Listen, if that's true, yeah, but this says package, that could be like 35 plus 5 or something, but that's still way more than I would have wanted to spend my money on, innit? So, did we get 2? I thought we got 1. I thought we got the Anselmino one and probably the Chukwuemeka one, innit? So it's probably 2. No, Boniface. Dortmund will pay 24 million. Who has a permission to travel? Yeah, this guy looks like Semenyo, but he's not Semenyo. I thought it was Semenyo, bro. I was like, what? Yeah, wait, dude. Renato Vega, Renato Sanchez. I didn't see a here we go, though. It's all Ben Jacobs and that. Ah, we did. Yeah, we did get here we go. Okay. This is the thing, you know, when you keep spamming different news, bro, you miss the here we go, innit? Do you know what I mean? You end up missing the here we go. But yeah, we got 2 here we goes. Let me just tell you, man, what it says on man's tweet. Carney Chukwemeka to Borussia Dortmund. Here we go. Deal done and plan confirmed. Chelsea to receive fee around 25 million euros with add-ons and heavy sell-on clause that also included. You know, by the way, he did say, yeah, last time when it came to the Vega deal, it was that heavy sell-on clause could mean 20, 40 or 60%. He doesn't know. We'll tell you a lot in the future. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. Obviously, Anselmino was sending on a dry loan. He's just going on loan and coming back. Chukwuemeka's finally kind of gone to the club that he's wanted to go to, even though Leipzig wanted him and were willing to take him on a permanent. But he had his eyes set on Chukwuemeka, on Borussia Dortmund. That's all right. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, I've never really seen him kick on here. I knew that I rated him, and I do feel like you know what, going to Dortmund, it will open up the doors for him, innit, in terms of, you know, now's your time to perform. Now's your time to see what you can do. So yeah, we'll see what happens on that. Anselmino to Dortmund. Here we go. Deal agreed on loan, no buy option clause, and as Aaron will be back at Chelsea, BVB will cover his salary and also expected to sign Chukwuemeka, which you already know about. Big up to Paris Mandem in the chat. Daniel, what's Daniel saying? For Xavi Simons, it depends on Nkunku leaving, but Chelsea remain optimistic. I mean, I see Nkunku leaving either way. With obviously we know that Xavi Simons only wants Chelsea, which is good for us. In terms of obviously not losing your target, but for me, I don't like this whole depending on a player to go for you to be able to get another player. Me personally, I don't like that in it, but you know, so you could say like I'm being impatient or something, but for me, it's not even impatient. It's more like I don't want whatever I'm doing to be dependent on someone else or something else, and it's in someone else's hands, bro. You know that we know that about results and that. Once that in someone else's hands, if they don't do their job, he just does whatever happens. I think someone asked me a question. Was it S? Yeah. Do we get a loan fee for Anselmino? Not that I've seen, but I'm assuming probably. And usually a lot of people get a loan fee, but I feel like we don't necessarily need one. They're fully covering his salary, and we do need him to go to get minutes. So a lot of the times, sometimes you just let the player go. You don't always need a loan fee. A lot of the times, you get a loan fee if they can't buy the player and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's other reasons to get yourself a loan fee, or if you're gonna cover half the wages, all that. Surely, bro. Listen, we've been saying that for the last couple of weeks, but it's getting closer to deadline day, so we do need it sorted. You know what I'm saying? Soon, we need this sorted soon. I've spoken about this. 1 second. I've spoken about Tyreek George, Cucurella, Reece James, Anselmino. Let's see what else this guy's put. Yeah, so he's also said Chelsea's asking price 15 million pounds for Tyreek George. And then he's also said that obviously they're negotiating 3 hours ago, but we also heard that. But I don't know who he's talking about on this. Chukwuemeka. Yeah, okay, 23 million euros without add-ons. So I think it's 20 million plus something in add-ons. And no add-ons initially reported 23 million euros plus 30%. Okay, so he's got the number, and he got the 30% sell-on clause on a 5-year contract. What else? Bayern Munich will return for Nkunku has been confirmed. Bayern, Tottenham and Villa have all been in constant talk with the players' camp. Ooh, Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Villa we've heard about. Bayern Munich we knew about as well, if you know, because I got thingy. So yeah, That's going to be very crucial to find out where he's going to end up, who's willing to pay his wages. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want a loan. Maybe if we get a loan with an obligation to buy. Do you know what I mean? There's all these different things in it. We'll have a look at that though. 23 August, that was yesterday. Everton and Wolverhampton Wanderers have entered the race to sign Chelsea defender Axel Disasi. 22 million euros apparently, according to Aaron Ramiro. Bournemouth bid has been rejected. Chelsea insisting on 30 million euros. So, and he's also said something about Chelsea are racing against time to secure transfers for Nicholas Jackson, Nkunku, Disasi, Sterling, Datro Fofana, and Ben Chilwell, are also pushing to add Garnacho and Xavi Simons to the squad before the transfer deadline. Chelsea are actively on it. Look, we'll wait and see what happens on that. He's also posted, I think it was yesterday, that PSG, Blue Co, and the Saudi club, which I think is Al Ittihad, who's now also linked with Bruno Fernandes for that bid, have all held discussions with representative of FC Porto winger Rodrigo Mora, and he's the guy that Lee always talks about, you know. So obviously we don't know where he's going yet. I'm assuming that at that age of, I think he said 18-year-old, did they say? Or I think he's young, to be fair. They've I doubt he'll be going Saudi at this age, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I doubt it. But then it depends where he believes. You know, he could easily come to do I know Matisse personally? No. Do I know who he is? Yes. So yeah, so obviously I feel like when if he comes to Blue Co, I mean, you know what that means, Strasbourg or wherever the other place is, do you know what I'm saying? Strasbourg or Chelsea. I don't know what this Blue Co thing means anymore. Apparently it's a club now. He can actually get minutes at Strasbourg and then play for us later on. Obviously, we also saw that weird news here when we didn't get linked, but we actually bought Enciso. Like, where's that now? That Enciso thing caught me off guard when I read. I was in the group chats and people were arguing about, is he coming to Chelsea or is he gonna go to is he coming to Chelsea or is he going to Strasbourg? So it was good to see that we found out exactly. I think he's going to Strasbourg for a year and then he's coming to us. Maybe that's a way to, you know, to go around it. But we'll see. So Everton 1-0. Who's also playing? Because, bro, I don't know. Palace Forest 1-0. Oh, D's gonna be happy, you know what I'm saying? Everton 1-0 as well. United at 4:30. Okay. What else was I gonna talk about? Yeah, so yeah, and Ciso's one of them. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know what's going on yet. Yeah. Wesley just loves beefing. Any way to beef a Chelsea fan, you know what I mean? That's what he's on. Ismail Sarr carried Eze. Sarr's a baller, man. Same as Pedro. Similar kind of, not players, but it's like what they provide to their team, innit? Where Eze's gone now, but they're still playing in the way they're playing. So, you know, sometimes this is where it's important. This is why when you look at players, you look at their profile and what they can provide for your team. It's not about the biggest name. It's not about whether you like or enjoy the name. You know what I'm saying? It's not how the name's gonna look with the shirt and what number he's gonna wear. It's about what he can provide you and the team, innit? A lot of people just don't want. I don't want to play. Look, if you look at Chelsea, yeah, the only person you can kind of question, yeah, is Sanchez. He's probably been the only flop from all the players that we bought from Brighton. But everyone was saying we don't want to be a beat. Look at us, we just a glorified Brighton and that. The business hasn't been that bad. So, you know, a lot of the times it's the quality of player you buy and how it would go into your you know what I'm saying? Go into it. Daniel Sar's a ball. I'll have a look at that and I can't watch it now, so when I end the stream I'll probably watch one of the games straight away. Yeah, man, Wesley thinks that Arsenal is the greatest team in London and all that. This is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? World champs. Watch it. I'll have a look at that as well in a bit. Yeah, man. Other than that, let me pop it back real quick. We saw the Chukwuemeka news. Apparently, we also heard that Tottenham was still trying to sign Savinho. Spurs willing to pay over 70 million euros. City wants 80 million plus to reconsider their position. Obviously, you know, with this, it's kind of reliant on what they think. Now that Eze is gone, you talk down on man. That's just juvenile speak. I can acknowledge Palmer's a baller without liking Chelsea. Just realize what kind of you are. I don't know who he's talking. You must not be talking to me still. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying it's not. Sometimes a lot of people say that he carries the team, innit? When you man got him, Arsenal fans are telling me Palace are going down the road. Some players were good. They're still good. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I never said Eze is bad. Eze is a baller, bro. I never talked that of man. Eze is a baller, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. He takes everything personal. Everything's personal. Everything is personal, you know. Spurs willing to pay over. So yeah, obviously with this we know that it's kind of dependent on what's going on, innit? It depends on what's going on with 80 million is 20 mil overpay in my opinion. 65 million is the absolute max. I don't know, man. I feel like obviously this is dependent because remember the price kind of depends on how much you need the player, innit? Like if you need something, you might have to overpay to get it. Do you get me? You might even overpay to get it. So for me, obviously City don't really want to let go of someone like Savinho if they're not gonna make sure to get Rodrigo, so it's a risk. Oh my days, bro. We are gonna hijack the move. Okay, Edwards, who do you support again? Can't be Tottenham. No way it's gonna be Tottenham. Let me know in the chat right now who you support. Put it in the chat right now. Who do you support? You said we're gonna get hijacked. Spurs. Okay, Edwards, Spurs. Now we've already heard that you guys approached what's his name? Xavi Simons and he rejected you, man. So I don't see that happening, bro. You are linked to Nkunku though. You know what I'm saying? And we'll happily give you Nkunku. You know what I'm saying? And we've actually dropped the price on him as well. Where is it? Um Listen, I can't really find it, but we know that Nkunku. I put it on the screen earlier anyway. You're taking your time with Simmons. He's going to be impatient. No, we just need to get rid of Nkunku. The minute that's done, we'll be bringing him in. He's already signed, apparently. We just have to wait. We can't register him. Do you know what I'm saying? We register him. We can't register him, innit? With the whole UEFA thing. Garnacho's homegrown and all that. So it's a bit different. But with the UEFA thing, we have to get rid of certain players that were in the thing's not gonna happen. He's not gonna want to leave to go to Spurs, in my opinion. If it happens, it's a mad thing. You know what I'm saying? I will not be happy, but from what I've seen so far, he looks very, very imminent that he looks like he's gonna come to Chelsea, innit? He looks like done and dusted. I've already heard he's done. He's already signed something that agreed personal terms. He's already agreed to go all the way to 2031 and all that. I get it. You got Champions League. I just feel like you won't be shopping with him. I feel like you'll have to look for another striker. 10. And I've already read earlier and I've put it on the screen. This guy's on crack. I'm not even putting this up. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to block him, you know, for this. I'm gonna have to block him for this, bro. He just posted this. Several key figures at Chelsea believe Garnacho possesses the potential to compete for a Ballon d'Or. Bro, man said Ballon d'Or, Garnacho, fam. How can you put that in the same sentence, bro? Yeah, blocked. Now, before I block him, though, let's read this. This is for you, Wes Edwards. Yeah, this is good. Exclusive Bayern Munich will return for Nkunku. Bayern, Tottenham, and Aston Villa have all constant talks with the players' camp. Crucial days ahead. Like I said, that can happen as well. So don't put that. You know what I'm saying? Don't put that past. Don't put that past Spurs. And Simmons is Dutch. You'll probably be talking to Hato and all these people, like someone said in the chat. And I think you're right, bro. Wow, who told you I can't have, like, if Liverpool can have Ekitike, Wirtz, and ISAK, why can't I not have? I don't even want Garnacho. When you're moving like Garnacho is crazy, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you be buying some £100 million player on top of Simmons. Garnacho's, I told you, I call him the human heated seats, bro. He's gonna be keeping the bench warm and that. He looks like a fourth option at left wing, bro. Fourth option. He's not gonna be better than Gittins, blood. So what's the point of me having him in the team? He's not even better than Tyreek George. Ah, here we go. Listen, Edwards, respectfully, go and talk to them, man, innit? Go and speak to that man like Wesley and them. That's your beef. Your beef is with them, man. It's not with us. You get me? You see, you, man, you can argue. You can't argue with us. You can't argue with us, bro. You can't argue with us. Yo, please, bro. Nah, please, bro. Like, not us, you know.
Super Cup. Super Cup.
Not us. Beef them, man, bro. You're not cooking us. You haven't been able to cook us at our worst, bro. You think you're gonna cook us now? Nah. That ain't happening. Not happening, you know. Big up to Saliman as well. Big up to you, my brother. Big up. Thank you for pulling up. Make sure everyone you hit the likes, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna let me see quickly if there is anything else because I know people are sharing posts. Okay, he's a baller. Cooked, bro. Listen, he said he don't rate Maresca, you know. Wesley's saying he don't he don't rate Maresca. I swear down here, this chat, I can't lie to you, man. Innit? It's just gonna be Wesley loves people to just beef in the chat. He just like everyone to just punch each other in the chat. You know, he starts beef, he instigates, and he just hides, blood. You know, bro, don't do that, bro. You know what I mean? Don't do that. The chat just thingy. We're getting our 3 stars. Well, yeah, we're getting our 3 stars. I thought that was Wesley that posted that because I saw Wesley. Spurs player like that versus Chelsea will cook you. I blame United for this. It's gonna be a long for you, man. I'm here all day. I don't rate that Maresca Cole, man. Man United gave Spurs chest. No, but you see me, I was actually happy for Spurs fans, yeah. Because I don't really consider them rivals. So I was happy for them to win. Obviously, my friends Jay, Durag Diaries, all these other like content creators that I'm cool with. I was happy for them being able to actually know what it feels like to win a trophy, innit? So when they've won one, they were more appreciative and like, listen, cool. Maybe we were underrated the whole Carabao Cup and all that. We want to keep winning trophies. Arsenal fans always look down on trophies. This is the thing. That's why for us, and we knew that finally there's another team that's won a trophy, even though their man ain't won it. We've already won those trophies, blood. There's a reason that I can move, yeah, and show you, man, the trophies, blood. You know what I'm saying? I just need to add, like, the Premier League right here. Instead, I'm going to have to add the Premier League. I forgot to do that, man, like an idiot. So I'm going to add the Premier League. But other than that, listen, people. I said pies. Okay, we'll check pies quickly before I end the stream, innit? Pies. Tyreek George was involved in the Alejandro Garnacho deal discussions, but that didn't go anywhere. For Shambi Simmons, it depends on Nkunku leaving, but Chelsea remain optimistic. Breaking, I can tell you that Chelsea 100% expect Garnacho to become Chelsea player next week. Become new. I think we are going to get Here We Go next week. I thought it was this week, but now it's next week. All right. Listen. These man always violating, bro. I don't care about this Garnacho thing, fam. I'm not even happy about it. Like, it's the only player I've ever watched that was linked to my team that I was not happy about. Any other player, I'm like, listen, we can see what ends up happening and X, Y, and Z. But this one, nah, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We ain't happy about that still, I can't lie. Imagine, bro. Man, an Arsenal fan saying he's going to circle the block. How about you circle the block to a trophy? You know? Circle the block to a trophy. You know what I mean? Circle the block to 04 when he won the league. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to listen. Click on the link, man. Them. African King's Life. He's a Chelsea fan. He's actually doing a watch along to Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest and the Everton Brighton game. Go and tell him it's YASSERTV raid, indirect raid. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, the quicker we get this channel to 1K, and then I can actually send you, man, over to other people. Because to be honest, there's no one that's live except for, like, what's it called? Wolfie, but there's already 1.4K there, bro. My man only has 5 people watching. Show him some love in the thing, please, people. You know what I'm saying? You lot are a great, amazing community. Even if you go over there, say Wagwan, YASSERTV raid, subscribe, and then if you want to go over somewhere else, I don't mind, innit? But just do that one, innit? Just do that one. YASSERTV, you already went hiding once.
Bring that back.
Bring that back.
Bring that back. Bring that back.
Listen, yeah? You see you. I'm telling you. Alright, listen. Yo, Wesley. This is what's happening, yeah? Bye-bye. See you later, my brother, yeah? Don't come back, fam. You hear me? I ain't having this, fam. You want to say the things that you want to say, I hear it, innit? But you're not going to come and tell Wavy and add your mum and that, fam. We're not having that. See you later, mate. I kept him as... Everyone knows here that I've kept man... Even JJ knows I've kept man here just in case he wants to come back here, circle the block and say to me, yo, listen, the receipts, whatever, I've said something wrong. That's what I wanted him there, because I told him we'll finish higher than Arsenal, yeah? But if you're going to start doing this whole cussing at the man in the chat, listen, gulag for life now. Now you can just watch, but you can't type. You know what I'm saying? So, goodbye. You know what? Listen, this is his link. Mandem, please go over there, tell him it's YASSERTV raid, and I'll see you guys in the next one, innit? Peace.